Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Ketu in the sixth house of your D10 Dashamsha chart, which is a divisional chart in Vedic astrology related to your obligation to society, related to your work, okay? And it's the manifestation of things that happen out in the public, out in the world. That's what D10 is. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, along with all your astrological details, my books, reports, consultations, check out the links here, astrologycares.com. And of course, my mini self-help Vastu course is also on my academy, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy. I'm going to be adding a certain new video on that maybe next week. Okay. Because right now, a lot of things are happening in my life. So anyway, sixth house, as you know, in Dashamsha, it's one of the Artha houses. It is actually the house of work. It is the house of service. So like in birth chart, it will represent enemies, right? Enemies, competition, rivalry. So here, all the enemies, competition, rivalry related to work is seen through the sixth house. So your personal enemies, your personal life things, your online fights with people, that's different. That's not Dashamsha. Dashamsha is when you're working, when you're performing some karma, whether you're getting paid for it or not. If it's a work that you're doing, that's the sixth house. So you will see, first of all, the simplest thing to understand is that wherever Ketu is, that karma has been finished. Okay? And wherever Ketu is, it brings dryness in that area. It brings very dryness. Dryness meaning like whether you have that thing or you don't have that thing, it's not doing anything in your life. It's not there to benefit you. You're not there to learn something from it. It's just dry. Okay? So what you will see with the sixth house is that this person has finished off their karmas in past life related to work. And especially related to service. And you will see, this is half the story. This is like 30% of the story. Ketu also has to be somehow connected with the Artha houses, like 6th house, 10th house, especially 6th and 10th house in the birth chart as well, for us to confirm that yes, person has finished off their karmas from past life. But what we see here is that because karmas are finished off of service, one is going to desire to do their own work, do their own business. And they're going to try to do something which is not dry. Now, if let's say those positions in the birth chart are not there, what it simply shows is that person will find disinterest in service itself. Unless that service is connected with Ketu, which is what? Research, occult, dealing with plants, botany. Okay, or somehow, if let's say a person is involved with being a soldier. So those things will be seen. Then Ketu also represents ending of something. So if Rahu represents start of something, Ketu represents ending of something. So you will see these people usually get involved with work which represents ending, finishing of something. For example, let's say this person's job is to collect. Okay, their job is to collect bills. And what happens is they end up getting that final payment from the customer over the phone where that case is not closed. That person will never be dealt with. So it's the ending of that thing. This person, let's say, may get involved with things related to insurance post-death, where now that something has ended, this is the one-time thing that I'm going to do. And after that, you will not have to deal with that person again. They're gone. They're dead. It's not like they're alive and they're dealing with their health insurance. So any finishing and ending of a task is what's going to be seen as the artha of work here. But is dryness. right? It is dryness. So this person will feel that dissatisfaction with most of the work except the work that gets connected with Ketu. Now, of course, I did not say this with other houses related to Ketu, that Ketu is going to make them do this work. Because 6th is the Artha and 6th is 9th from the 10th house. The Bhagya of the 10th house, the luck of the 10th house, the Dharma of the 10th house. This is why it is important. And then especially, like I said, Ketu is the ending of something, right? So you will see these people either won't have enemies, or when they are done with certain competitive person or an enemy, it ends. No longer they have to deal with it. So usually it's one of those things. I think it's in Chintamani that is said that Ketu in the 6th, a person destroys their enemies. And it's not like they destroy their enemies. It's just that either they don't have them, or when the enemy comes, it doesn't come repeatedly. It just comes and then that's it. It is the end. Remember, Ketu is the end of something. So this is what Ketu will do in the 6th house. And also this person will never like to take any debts related to their career. They'll have this phobia related to debt, especially debt related to work. Okay? So anyway, guys, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos. If you want to know where your Ketu is along with all your astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you there. Bye-bye.